I'm going to make a statement that will probably shock very few of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the password system is broken. It doesn't work for users, it doesn't work for companies, and it's a treasure chest of data for hackers to steal. I'm George Slawek, co-founder and CEO of Cyberus Labs. We are based in Krakow. We are part of CyberSec Hub, which is part of the Kościuszko Institute. Look, we live in a connected world. We have online accounts for virtually every aspect of our lives. And that trend is just going to continue. The connected car, connected home, connected everything that we know as the Internet of Things is supposed to make our lives easier, simpler, and more secure. But Houston, we have a problem. Passwords are the weakest link in cybersecurity today. 117 million username password credentials were stolen from LinkedIn. Mine was one of them. 80 million from Dropbox, and a cool 1 billion from Yahoo. Next. And over the last 3 years, it's estimated between 4 and 5 billion user credentials have been stolen, have been hacked, and are sitting on the dark web waiting for the highest bidder. And the problem does not stop with passwords. In fact, there is a whole industry that has grown up around what essentially is a broken concept. Password managers, such as LastPass, are great because you only have one password to remember. But that's the problem. One password in the wrong hands, somebody has your online life in theirs. Biometrics are not immune to problems either. 2 years ago, over 5 million biometric credentials were stolen from the US government. And that included Secret Service agents, whose cover was essentially blown for life, because you can't change a fingerprint or an iris scan like you can other credentials. SMSs used for second factor authentication were never designed for that. They're insecure, they're regularly hacked. And RSA tokens are great if you have it with you. I rarely have mine when I'm trying to log into my bank account. Cyberus Key is a next generation user authentication system. It's a one-click login without a password using your smartphone. So imagine you want to log into your online banking account. You open up your laptop, go to the online website, pull out your smartphone, and instead of typing in another username and password, you just click on the button, and once more. That generates a one-time token, a one-time code that is sent from our authentication server to the browsing session. That lasts less than 200 milliseconds. Next. That one-time code is then sent via audio, by sound, through your microphone, through your speakers, to your smartphone. Now, why do we choose sound? Because sound is the most universal communication channel there is. 98% of all devices have speakers and microphones. The smartphone, the mobile app, then adds our secret source, and click one more time, and then sends the whole package back to the authentication server. That closes the authentication cycle, one more click, and the user is logged in. Now, I've explained this, it's taken me about 30 seconds. This actually takes less than a second, so not only is it super secure, it is ultra fast. No more passwords to remember or create. No more stolen credentials. There is nothing in the authentication cycle that hackers can steal. There is no actionable credentials, as we call them. And we prevent phishing and man-in-the-middle attacks. Next. We use an unbreakable process called one-time pad to generate the session token, and it's a seamless one-click login using sound, and we have 5 patents protecting our technology in the US and also in Europe. Next, please. Global authentication market obviously is growing tremendously, expected to be 10 billion by 2020. Next, please. We have 2 models. We have a cloud SaaS solution for small to medium-sized companies, and we also have an on-premise or enterprise solution for large financial institutions such as multinational banks. Next. We launched the product in the 4th quarter of 2016, and we are proud to say that we've earned the trust and the business of some of the world's leading companies. We have proofs of concepts and pilot programs with a number of multinational institutions. Next. Cyberus Labs was founded by 3 highly experienced international entrepreneurs with Silicon Valley and Polish DNA. Jack Volosevich, he's actually currently based in San Francisco. He's our CTO. He studied for his PhD at MIT. He worked for the US Navy and for NASA. He was literally a rocket scientist at one point. He's the technology brains behind this solution. Marek Ostafiel, based in Kraków, is our online media expert. He has spent many years with the Discovery Channel and with National Geographic. And my background is I spent 15 years at Bank of America Merrill Lynch in San Francisco before moving to Europe to become an entrepreneur. Next. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we can't change the world overnight. We can't get rid of passwords tomorrow. Our goal is to reach 1 million Cyberus key users by the end of this year. Next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future of user authentication today. Cyberus key is simply secure.